Base Set from the Pokemon TCG, one of the most iconic sets in all of trading card games, and there's always that big question. How much would it cost me to complete an entire set? That's what we're talking about today. Let's do some numbers. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, TCG Funhouse, where we talk all things Pokemon TCG. That's right, we do 4 to 5 videos a week here on the channel. Everything from Pokemon investing, unboxings, talking about sealed collections, and a podcast. So if that's your sort of thing, make sure you guys drop a sub here on the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our sweet content. Base Set. Every single one of us in our 30s. That's me. That's me. Don't tell anybody. Or even newer collectors. It's the most iconic, most important set to ever be released for the Pokemon TCG. Period. Bar none. It's the hottest set to collect. So how much does it actually cost to buy a full base set when you're just looking at singles, right? Because it's impossible nowadays. Well, I guess not impossible, how much money you have, but it's near impossible nowadays to complete this set yourself by opening booster packs, with booster packs ranging anywhere between $300 to $350. Not that long ago, they were like $550. They often ebb and flow, but they're still very expensive no matter what. So really the only way that you're ever going to be able to complete an entire base set of Pokemon cards is to go in your grandpa's attic and find your old collection from 1999, you lazy bum. Go pick them up. But if you're like me and about 95% of the world, our grandpa sold our collection, thanks Gramps, and now we're starting from scratch. So you gotta buy the singles. TCG Player, eBay, Facebook Marketplace. Sometimes you can get lucky and find some decent lots, or you can go on Storage Wars and buy one of those, abandoned storage units where there's $10 billion worth of Pokemon cards and you're able to buy it for $1,000. It just doesn't happen. So buying singles is the way to go, and we're going to break that down today. We're going to find out exactly how much it would cost to buy a near mint base set complete set. That's right, we're going for near mint because who wants to buy all scratched up and damaged cards? Nobody does. You want that nice pristine set. So let's go ahead and talk about it. First thing we're going to go over is all of the commons and uncommon cards. We're not going to dive deep into every single card. We'll be here all day. You can get all of the commons and uncommons basically like by bulk buying from one seller on TCG Player or buying a lot over on eBay for $133 is around the rough estimate right there. Most of the commons and uncommons, I'm also going to put like non-holo rares in there as well. So all the non-holographic cards, commons, uncommons, and non-holographic rares, you can get for $133. A couple of the outliers are kind of expensive, like the Dragonair. The Dragonair is around like $10 to get that in near mint condition. A couple of the trainer cards actually are a little bit expensive. I think it's like Item Finder is like $8 to $9 as well. So some of the rare trainers are a little bit more expensive on the back end, but you can buy all of the non-holographic cards right now over on TCG Player in near mint condition. Using TCG Player Direct is actually the easiest way to do it for about $133. But now we're going to move into the cool things, right? Like those holographics. There was nothing better, nothing in this world better than pulling a holographic card in your Pokemon pack back in the day, and you were just showing it off to your friends. Okay, it's back down memory lane. Sorry. Alakazam, alphabetically, the first holographic card for the Pokemon TCG. You can get that in near mint condition right now over on TCG Player for $37. And that is actually not bad. Some of these prices are very low to me, like when I think about them. $37, that's about half the price of some of the XY full arts that I like to buy. I mean, think about like the alternate art Umbreon being around over $400 right now, and knowing that you can get a lot of these holos, basically all of these holos, honestly, for less than that. So $37 for a near mint holographic Alakazam, not a bad buy at all. It's the purple background with him just standing there with his little spoons. He's such a spoony man. It is such a cool card. $37 to start off the day. All right, Blastoise is next in line, and it's actually the second most expensive card in the base set for Pokemon, and it's about $125 to get it in near mint condition. One of my favorite cards, the most nostalgic card, and I have a story. I'm going to tell you the quick version of it. I had a beautiful mint condition base set Blastoise Holo, and I took it down to Barnes & Noble when they had one of their trade nights, where, if you guys don't remember, Barnes & Noble was huge in the Pokemon TCG back in the day. And some guy, some grown-up, probably about like 25, 26 years old, I was, I think, 10 or 12 or 13 or something at the time, basically took advantage of me, man. He like wanted to trade for my Blastoise because he was building his water deck, he told me. And the son of a gun traded me a Clefable holographic and a couple of like random commons like Fossil, Zubat, and stuff like that. And I thought it was pretty cool time. I was like, man, because like Jungle was like the new set that was out, so he kind of convinced me that like the Clefable Holo was just as good or near good as the Blastoise Holo. Never again. Never again. All right, Chansey. Now, the cool thing about Chansey is you can get it for near mint condition around $25 right now over on TCG Player, which is not a bad price. But the interesting thing about Chansey that a lot of people don't realize, Chansey is actually the hardest card to get in a Gem Mint 10 for Pokemon Base Set. I think it's just because the holographic is just so white and silver and shiny, so it shows imperfections significantly more than the other holographics. But I believe the population for Chansey is the lowest in Gem Mint 10 than any other holographic in the base set. If I'm wrong about that, let me know down in the comment section, but that is something that I feel like I've known for a long time, and it pops up from time to time when I'm watching other creators. But yeah, Chansey near mint condition for about 25 bucks, not a bad price. Okay, I know what you're coming up with now. You're going in alphabetical order, you're going Chansey. That means Charizard must be next, and you're correct. Near mint holographic base set Charizard you can get right now for in between $300 and $350 in near mint condition. It actually varies quite a bit when I was looking at sale prices. So I just settled at like $225 or $325, $330 right now in near mint over on eBay and TCG Player. Very, very similarly priced. But just in the last week or so, I've seen it go for $300, I've seen it go for $350, $365, and $310. So it's a little bit all over the place, but Charizard, the most iconic card in the Pokemon TCG, and I would argue one of the top 2 most iconic cards in all of trading cards, period. And this is a debate for you guys, and I would love to see your guys' comments. What is the more important card, the more iconic card? The Black Lotus from Magic the Gathering, like Alpha and Beta sets, or the Charizard base set from Pokemon? Like, what's the more iconic card? You might even want to say, like, Blue Eyes White Dragon for Yu-Gi-Oh! 2, but I feel like that's not even on the same plane as these other two. But talk about that down there, guys. I want to know what you guys think. I might even do a poll at some point. Charizard base set or Black Lotus from Magic? All right, now we're going to get into some more affordable cards, starting with Clefairy. 20 bucks near mint condition over on TCG Player. Not bad. I mean, we're going to be seeing a lot of cards here in the sub $20 range, which is very strange to me considering there's like some VMAX cards that are going around these same prices. You know, there's full arts that are twice the price as these base set holos. So if you really are feeling the nostalgic itch, it is not very expensive to grab a lot of these, like Clefairy for 20 bucks. Gyarados. Yes. Everybody loves Gyarados, one of my favorite water types to this day. To this day, introduced in Generation 1, and it is still absolutely amazing. Magikarp and Gyarados are iconic right now, near mint condition. Same as Clefairy, 20 bucks. Who would have thought that a Gyarados and a Clefairy would have been the same price at the end of the day? Very strange to me, very odd, but you know what? I'll take it. 20 bucks, Holo Gyarados all day? Yes, sir. All right, after Gyarados, you got to go to the H's, so Hitmonchan. Hitmonchan, unfortunately, my boy, is the most affordable. He is the cheapest holographic from base set, right around $12 in near mint condition. I mean, it's okay. It's Hitmonchan, cool little green background, throwing a punch. We didn't even get Hitmonlee until Fossil, I think. So why they went Hitmonchan with no Hitmonlee, I don't know. But $12, it's the cheapest card. All right, and then the most nostalgic card for all of us. I'm sure it was the very first holographic that we all got back in the day. And it's the Machamp that came inside the starter deck. Every single Machamp holo for base set is a first edition card. And I know a lot of us got introduced to Pokemon through the starter deck, so the Machamp being a super iconic, super nostalgic card, but very, very common because it came inside the starter decks. It's only $13 in near mint condition right now, which is not bad whatsoever. One of my favorite cards ever. My very first holographic, Machamp first edition, so good, only 13 bucks. And the next one is kind of a surprise for me to get a holographic, and that is Magneton, coming in at only $15 in near mint condition. I don't think Magneton ever really had like the fanfare, and it's not even a final evolution now that we've got Magnezone. So for it to get a holographic in the very first set for Pokemon was really cool. I know a lot of us would have rather have seen like a holographic Magmar or Electabuzz or Scyther this early. Would have been absolutely amazing. But, you know, hey, Magneton found a way to make the list, and it's only 15 bucks near mint. All right, and then yes, the most powerful Pokemon in Generation 1, Mewtwo holographic coming in at $25. Very affordable. You know, I would have liked to think that Mewtwo would have been like $100, $115, $120 up there with Blastoise because it was so popular. But $25 for a near mint condition base set Mewtwo, sign me up for that all freaking day. You know how many Mewtwo cards are more expensive than that? Like, it's got to be in the bottom half of expensive Mewtwo cards, and it's the base set first holographic? Shoo, sign me up. All right, and then the Nidoking line coming in here at the holographic. Also another very powerful Pokemon in Generation 1. A lot of people really liked it. It stood out as a powerful Pokemon, a very intimidating Pokemon, almost like Tyranitar-esque, right? Nidoking was the first, like, ooh, big, strong Pokemon that was just really, really cool, and coming in around $21 for near mint condition. Not too shabby whatsoever, base set Nidoking. And then a lot of people's favorite holographic, because it's a little bit different than the others, this one actually had a background with it, like some fire action going on. Ninetales holographic, only $13. The second cheapest, second most affordable base set holographic card, ties with Machamp and is just $1 above Hitmonchan. Ninetales, very majestic, awesome. Another nostalgic holographic card that I think a lot of people had. Very, very awesome card. Beautiful card, 13 bucks. And then coming in next is a card that I think is kind of like one of the most forgotten holographics from the base set era, and that's Poliwrath. Only $17 in near mint condition. It beats the Ninetales and those other cards that we just mentioned, but I do think that Poliwrath kind of gets forgotten more than a lot of the other holographic cards in base set. So only 17 bucks makes sense. And coming in with a more expensive holographic cards is Raichu. Raichu, I do believe, like back in the days during base set, used to get a lot more love and a lot more fanfare, even though Pikachu like headed up the anime. We weren't in this like 20 years, 25 years of like Ash using Pikachu and not being a Raichu. We still had this hope that like one day the Pikachu was going to evolve into a Raichu. And we loved having Raichu in the Thunderstone and like evolving that. It was just a really cool thing back in the red and blue days. So Raichu was still like on top of mind as like a really cool, powerful Pokemon back in the day. So 35 bucks in near mint condition makes a lot of sense. One of the higher end cards. I mean, it's just a sweet artwork too. And then we're rounding off the starters with the final one on the list, Venusaur, the very first starter holographic that I pulled back in the day, and my very first Pokemon that I chose, actually. Bulbasaur was my first selection. I played my very first playthrough using Bulbasaur. Basically did what every 12-year-old does and just, you know, kind of powered through the entire game with one overpowered Pokemon, and that was my Venusaur. So it's awesome, coming in near mint condition, all green background, $80 to $82 over on TCG Player right now. On the higher end, right, the starters obviously carry the top 3 slots, and they're worth it because they're so iconic and so nostalgic, like base set itself. Okay, so I was assuming that you guys were writing down every single one of those and then actually putting them in a calculator yourself to figure out the total, so I'm not going to get... I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, guys. I know that I don't expect you to do math on this channel, and I'm surprised that I did it myself. So when you add up all of the dollars that we just talked about right now for every single holographic card and all of the commons, uncommons, and regular rare Pokemon cards you can pull inside base set, including that Machamp from the starter deck, you're looking at $920, $920 to $925 to complete an entire near mint condition base set if you buy them individually. That's right, under $1,000. That's about the cost of 3 to 4 base set packs right now. And 2 base set packs 2 years ago. Absolutely insane. You can get the entire set in near mint condition for under $1,000. And I know that I've spent that easily during every single set release. So maybe I'll just stop buying all the new modern sets and all the product that I open and make no return on and just buy a near mint condition base set every single 2-3 months when a new set releases. Would be a much better investment at the end of the day, honestly. But absolutely amazing. Absolutely nostalgic. Let me know what card surprised you at the price point. Are you surprised the Charizard is over $300? Are you surprised that the Mewtwo is only $25? Which one of these cards sticks out to you? Are you going to go on an adventure to try to complete the entire base set in near mint condition? I'm not even opposed to dropping down into lightly played style, guys. You could probably shave easy 40 to 45% off of those prices by dropping down to lightly played, which is actually not bad. Not much creases, damage, things like that. It would still be something to be proud of. So if you're looking to spend like 500, 600 bucks, go lightly played. I'm sure you could do another full complete set on a more tight budget. But that's it. Let me know what you guys think about today's video. Should I do the same thing for Jungle, Fossil, Team Rocket, maybe some Neo sets? Let me know if you guys enjoyed this type of video, and I can easily do more for you guys. Smash that like button, smash that sub button, hit the notification bell. YouTube statistics really, kind of just dig into you guys and say, hey, these people are watching your videos and like not subscribing. Like, bro, break that. Hit that sub button, man. Hit that. Show us that you enjoy it. We really love it. It's 1 second for you, and it is just a lifetime of enjoyment for us. I'm not exaggerating whatsoever. But we do have a giveaway going on for November, and here are your details right now.
That's right, we have a brand new giveaway here in the month of November, and this month we're giving away a Silver Tempest ETB, the latest set to be released here in the Pokemon TCG, and it's super easy to enter this giveaway. All you have to do is make sure you're a subscriber of this channel, leave a like on this video, and drop a comment down below. And you can leave a like and comment on every video here in the month of November to get an entry for each video. And we'll be giving this ETB away in a live stream at the end of the month. I can't wait. I'll see you there.